Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oregon State Beavers offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll try the run. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
And there's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. A quick 3-and-out, and they're already giving up the ball. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Allen. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Beavers are on the move. Give to the back. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down next.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and
you
we're
got
pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Looking for a man. It's Terrell. He finds his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to go up top on first down. Caught. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw on second down. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Using his legs. It's Tavad. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Motion from the offense. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Pressure coming. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Got his man quickly. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Tigers are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he's showing all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Immediately fires to the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Terrell. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Herring. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going up top on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the well. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got his man downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He wants to throw. And that pass picked off. taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Beavers! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25.
Fucking go
and they
routes.
are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Get out of there.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Tavai. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's DeMarco. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense. defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bat.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass
Wide
now
open.
closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Gonna run it. It's Mahoney. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to the right side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. What great protection, and he lets it go down.
Right there, like, come on, dog.
Quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Marches ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting late. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To throw, it's Terrell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Beavers want to move quickly. Bully ball on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ball State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Muncie for some time. They're up by 31 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's right on target. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
Come on, guys.
And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's DeMarco. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. It's caught. Tackle is made after the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man. It's Mahoney. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Nice job by the defense understanding where the goal line is, sitting on the goal line, making sure they didn't let anybody get open in the end zone. The quarterback had to try to force it in there, but really nothing available.
Into the end zone, and good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, in third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Back to pass, it's Terrell. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Got it in the middle. It's Herring. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oregon State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. 3:25. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw